Hey guys, it is November 25th, so Friday. You're wondering why it sounds like there's a waterfall in my house. It's because there is one, actually. So yeah, that out there is my faucet, like for where it connects to my washing machine. I've been having, oh, I got like dirt on my thingamabob there, on my lens. So anyway, with that out of the way, do you guys notice anything? I don't know, there's something like a little bit different about me. But yeah, no, I changed my hair color. This is actually not the first color that it was. I had to go and get it redone because it didn't come out like the way I wanted it the first time. I don't know, when you're like sad or when you're heartbroken or when you're just like ready to get over something and like change something in your life, like the first thing you do is change your hair. I don't know why, but it's like a step in the right direction. I don't know, getting your life that's now in shambles, like, back on track. So yeah, it's like December, no, you know? Today is the 7th. Let me tell you about some shit that's been happening. So I've just been going to school, like doing everything as normal, and finals are coming up and some of the classes are like actually laughable. Also, I've been watching some dramas and I started watching, well, okay, I'm like perpetually stuck watching Vampire Diaries. I started My Amazing Boyfriend, which is like the Chinese spin-off. That's the word? Spin-off. Yes, spin-off of You Who Came From the Stars, which you guys know is my winter drama. But I mean, I don't know, correct me if actually no, I'm not wrong. This is an opinion. I can't be wrong about this. Comparatively to like K-dramas and just like American shows, the Chinese ones are so like cheesy and overdone, and like the acting is so like super like sweet, and I'm just like, no one actually acts like that in real life. Like no one talks like that. And also, what is the deal I've noticed with like different Taiwanese dramas, and actually not so much Taiwanese, but Chinese movies and dramas, it sounds like everything's dubbed. Like the voices don't, like it sounds like if we're watching them and they're far away, it sounds like someone is standing into a microphone and just talking like this. And I'm like, that voice doesn't match like what that person is doing, or like, I'm like, why? That is so annoying. And like, I can see some of the comments of like people who are thinking the same thing. Is that dubbed? Like, I don't understand why it's doing that. So that's really aggravating. So I don't know. I just don't like, I don't like in general to watch Chinese shows because of that. And that's really aggravating. And also, I'm watching, again, not really currently watching, but I was watching, I'm dying. I was watching Legend of the Blue Sea, I believe it's called. Is that what it translates? Whatever. It's the one with Jun Ji-hyun and Lee Min-ho. Oh my god. Can I just tell you though? I've only watched a couple episodes because it just started really. Well, it started a couple weeks ago. I only watched the first couple episodes. It's so good. I think I'm a little bit biased just because I love Jun Ji-hyun. I haven't already said. Well, obviously, because she's, you know, the female lead in You Who Came From the Stars. And Lee Min-ho, who doesn't love Lee Min-ho? I don't know, I see that show on, I'm like, yeah, fuck me up. Like, I just love that show. Whatever. So I'm just gonna sit here, because I gotta, oh, another bullshit thing. It's 1 o'clock now. Normally, by now, I'd be done with class because it's Wednesday. So last week, one of my professors was sick, and she's like, oh, so, you know, next week on Wednesday afternoon, you guys don't have class, so we'll just meet then. And I'm like, you know, that's some bullshit. Like, if I was in America and a professor said to me, like, oh, well, I'm under the weather, so fuck your plans for next week. We're gonna meet when we don't have class. They'd be laughed at. Like, no one would show up, first of all, for sure. They wouldn't even think to ask that because that's just not a thing. But here, that's a thing. It's like, oh, we missed class because I was sick, so we have to make it up or whatever. It's not just because we're close to finals or anything like that. It's just because, like, that's how it is. And that's like, I don't know if I told you guys, I know I posted it on Facebook. Someone signed me up for this, like, to judge an English speaking competition, which A, I didn't know anything about until the day of. B, I don't want to do anyway. They were like, oh yeah, so you gotta be here at this time, whatever. And I was like, no, I don't actually. First of all, I'm not qualified. It doesn't really matter if I'm qualified or not, but I didn't want to do it. It's like, I'm not qualified, I'm not gonna be there. Like, I just found out about it today. It's in a few hours. I'm busy, I can't go. And he literally, like, I'm too lazy, but I could show you the text. He literally said, oh, it doesn't matter. I'll see you there. I was like, excuse me. Like, no, that's not going to happen. So I texted him, I was like, well, maybe you didn't read that properly. Like I said, I'm not going to be there. And then someone called me later to ask if I was going, and I was like, no, like, I said no. I don't, what, we didn't, what? No. Same thing with that fucking beauty pageant thing. Same thing, you'll read it in the thing. They wanted me to stand up in front of the whole school and sing Jingle Bells because it's a traditional American song. What? No, I'm not doing that. Like, I don't know. So that's, I'm like, there's this weird bureaucratic bullshit stuff that you have to like navigate your way through and just like wade through. That's what I've been up to. I also decorated, well, you guys saw one of my other, earlier things. I decorated for, I have the most like half-assed like Christmas decorations. So my family, I had to tape them to the walls too because, you know, my fucking concrete walls. So anyway, I have, my tree is lit. Ooh. My tree is lit. And then my family, we we wrap our presents in newsprint. So when I got Chinese newspapers, I did buy the stockings online because I needed those. I went and I bought Chinese newspapers and I wrapped boxes that I had stuff like from shipping stuff, and I hung them and I put like a little ribbon, made it cute. I mean, it's kind of, I mean, like I said, you do what you can with what you have, and at night when I light up the tree and I light up my globe, it looks cute, right? I like it. What are you doing? Yeah, that's very interesting. Yeah, what are you talking about? Wait, tell everybody what you're talking about. Tell everybody what you're talking about. Oh, now you're shy? You shy now? The baby, oh my goodness. Look at this sweet boy. Mama loves him. Thank you. So, my precious lights that I have out here. Did I show you guys? I think I showed you. I don't know. My lights that I have out here, I can't use them anymore. My washing machine, when the thing broke off, yeah. So guy came, fixed it, whatever. Then like not even 2 full days later, it broke again. It wasn't flooding, broke in a different spot, but can't connect my washing machine, can't use it, have to go to my neighbors to use their laundry machine. Their washing machine. Not only that, but then the other day I came home and none of my plugs worked. So I went and I turned the switch, like the fuse thing, and that was like, it went on and then it kept shutting off. I don't know why, but then I would go out on my balcony and it smells like burning plastic. And I was like, please, like, I'm not trying to start a fire, like, I don't know what's going on. But I had my lights plugged in, like my window lights, and if they were enough to keep putting the power over, I can't use the washing machine then, because then that's gonna for sure put it over. So like, what the hell, dude? Like, and you can't have anyone come and look at it because they're like, oh, well, if the house isn't burning down or if it's not flooding again, like, it's really not worth it. I'm like, well, what am I supposed to do? Oh man, I'm just ready to go home. Like, I'm tired. You know, it's end of semester and I'm just like, it's like, you know, when you get senioritis and just like everything is really just like aggravating. I feel like all the years worth of like me being an overachiever and rule follower and everything, it's just like amounting to me being like, I don't want to do shit about nothing. I want to sit here, watch my shows, eat my Oreos that I go and make a special trip and like spend more money than they're worth. And you know what? Like, it's fine. Can I just say there's this place, the English name is Dresno's, or like we always call it Dresno's, but they have, this is really good. They have red tea. They have they have all kinds of tea and like all kinds of different like, nice, huh? Milk teas. Forgot how to speak English. Different milk teas and stuff. This is just red tea. This is 2 kwai. This is 30 cents. And it's like, it's big. It's like big my whole face. And I got a big head. But yeah, so this is really good. So I go there all the time. Hey guys, here's my Christmas decorations at night. Yeah, yesterday, I don't know, I just like went out and did some stuff after I talked to you guys, but I just wanted to film a little bit up. Wait, I gotta set my camera up, hold on. So I know the lighting's really bad. I know I sound like I have been smoking for 25 of the 26 years of my life. It's fine. I just wanted to tell you guys some of the bullshit that like has unfolded because it's like, I'm like shaking. So a bunch of friends, a couple of classmates and I, after class today, we were having dinner and like literally no one has any money, so everyone's just eating ramen. And we made this giant, here, let me see if I can, I'm trying to find the picture for you. We just made this giant bowl, not a bowl, like a pot of ramen. I mean, I don't know why I'm showing you this here. I could just show you on the, like, put it on the screen. But, so there's me and some of my classmates. We were all sad because look at that giant bowl of ramen. That's the only thing that anyone can afford to eat. So we sent that picture, and I'm gonna like translate this. We said, come eat like instant noodles with us, you know, no one has any money. And like we were joking, it was like nice, you know, we're like, no one has any money, we gotta eat these instant noodles every day. And then this woman that always gives me some kind of issue, always, she has some kind of attitude in the office, in like the international office. She replied and she's like, you know, I told you guys that that we're doing like the end of semester evaluations and we're just too busy, like we'll get you the money as soon as possible. If you don't understand, you can come to the office and find me. And I was like, all right. It's like, wait a minute, because we have a big group chat for everyone that gets a scholarship. There's like 40 something of us. I was like, all right, give me a minute, because like I get, like when someone has an attitude about something like that, I'm like, no. That's not, like, you don't get to take advantage of us and then have an attitude about it. So I commented and I like went off on this woman in this group chat, and everyone's like, but they're like messaging me separately and they're like, damn, like this is exactly what we were thinking. So I said in English just because like I wanted to get my point very clear, and she speaks English fluently, so I wanted to get my point across. And we're back. It's like an hour later because my memory card was full. So anyway, I was just getting to the part where I was gonna read what I said. I was like, as for us not having our money yet, it is not an issue of us not understanding. We understand perfectly that everyone is busy. The issue lies with violation of a contract all of us entered when we accepted our scholarships for attending Guizhou Minzi University. We are holding up our end of the deal as we go to our classes and do our work, but our needs are not being met. Our scholarships are more than just cash to spend on things we like. It is how we eat and buy things we need day to day. Having the payments arrive continually late is a violation of our agreement to be here, and it is pure negligence. Keep in mind, you're telling us we need to leave the dorms by a specific date, yet not enabling us to purchase tickets home. For instance, my ticket cost over 8,000 yuan. While it may not be any of your faults directly, I hope you will pass this message on to the responsible parties, as I cannot. If you do not understand me, you can find me and ask me to clarify further. I got a direct response. She didn't reply to the whole group. She just replied to me, and then she's like, and you can tell your classmates. I was like, all right. So I copied what she said and just pasted it because I was like, this is what she said. She said, okay, she sent, you know, another giant, like, she sent me a big thing too. And then I retorted, so I will, of course, read those. She said, okay, I understand you, but please understand us. Having your money is a long process. I need to find at least 2 officials of the school to sign their names and transfer the documents to the financial office. They are busy all the time, so it takes me at least 1 or 2 days to have the receipt. Then I will go to the bank to send you money. Again, I want you to, I guess it's supposed to say, I want you to know the money is not with me. With time, the money will give to us is not decided. I guess she means it's not up to her when we get the money. I, as a teacher, just help you to get the money from the school. Please be thankful. And I was like, don't tell me when I should be thankful. That is not a thing that you tell someone. And she goes, and if you guys think it's easy to get your money, please go with me next time to see the process. And she goes, could you please pass my words on to your classmates? Many thanks, with an exclamation point. So I said, I understand, but if the process is that complicated, it must be started earlier or worked on faster, because the students are the ones suffering. As I said, I know it is not you personally giving us the money, but everyone is too busy is an unacceptable excuse. Our contractual agreements should not be subject to someone else's busy schedule, because deadlines still exist regardless of what anyone else has planned, and a system that does not work properly collapses. I will tell my classmates. And she said, okay, again, my job is not only giving you guys money. and it's not my excuse. All departments of the school are doing summary of this year. The financial office also they do not accept any documents from every department. I guess she just means like they're not taking documents now. Again, I did my job. If you guys have a problem, talk with the dean. And I like had clarified. I was like, even if it's not you specifically, like someone has to do something, and you're like who we would go to have it done. But she kept saying like, oh well, like everyone's busy, and I'm like, that's not the excuse that is acceptable. So I said, excuse me, sir. Who made you the star of this video? Okay, if that's the reason for this month, even though it isn't fair, I can understand. But as I said, this is a continuous issue. This happens every month since the beginning. If I need to take it up to the dean, I will. Thanks. But yeah, so if I get kicked out of school, you guys heard it first here. Because we have a chat group for like everyone that has a scholarship, so it doesn't matter like what year you came here or whatever. And then like our class of like 14 people also has a separate group, and we're all talking about it. And as soon as I posted it, someone like took a screenshot, posted that in our group, and they're like, please support her. And they're like, oh my god, we have Callie, like we're so lucky, blah blah blah. And I was like, well, you know, like not for nothing, but because someone was like, yeah, you know, Callie like is 50% of like everything we need. I'm like, yeah, but like why? Like it doesn't make sense. With all of us, we're 100%, so like we have to hold them accountable for everything. But now we're just like talking shit and joking and being stupid, but I don't know. And my mom was like, she's like, what the hell is going on? Are you gonna get arrested? But yeah, anyway, my dad's like, oh my, honey, please be careful. It's fine. But yeah, it comes down to like, they're like, oh, well, no one else is gonna like say anything. Like, why though? Like, well, no, don't get me wrong. I'm not completely blind to the fact that like here, like sometimes speaking your mind can do you a lot of trouble. I understand that. But I feel like this is not one of those issues. All right, well, I think that's all I'm gonna say. Oh, he's like, you're done talking. Excuse me. Excuse me. I have a unexpected 3-day weekend. It's Thursday night and I don't have class tomorrow. But yeah, so I'm gonna get going. I made some tea. And yeah, I'm gonna see what's going on in my group chats. My phone's like blowing up. And can I just say that even in the big group chat, they were like, these are the words that are like in all of our minds. And then another one said, yes, I support. The cost of our plane tickets is not cheap. I know we can wait, but at least tell us like the date. Like one of the girls, she's really sweet. She's like, guys, please be patient. Because her boyfriend was one of the ones that like commented, and she's probably afraid that he's gonna get in trouble. But she's like, please just be patient. Like maybe tomorrow or after the weekend we'll get the money. I was like, girl, don't be nice. So I haven't gotten arrested yet, just as an update. And I think I mentioned I have like a surprise 3-day weekend, so I don't have to be, normally I'd be in class right now. I'd already be in like my second class of the day. I was trying to sleep in, but someone, I won't name names, but someone needed to like unravel the toilet paper, needed to knock my plants off the windowsill. I have all of today. Tomorrow I have to be somewhere with my classmates. We have like a planned thing that's pretty early. I have to be there at 9 in the morning. For a Saturday, that's like way too early for me. But I'm gonna go into the city because it's been actually like, I haven't gone in a couple weeks. I haven't gone into the city. I don't know. I feel like I should go into the city and like maybe do some shopping. But it's kind of early. Oh, that's a good angle. What is this? Yeah, I feel like I don't want to waste like a beautiful day. Then if I come home, ew, why do I keep going like this? I'm sorry I'm so ugly, guys. I really feel bad about myself all the time. I know I won't get stuff done if I don't do it right now, and then tonight I can come home and clean. And that's something I know I'll do because I actually like enjoy that. I have a giant pile of laundry that needs to be put away and sorted. Like I have all of this stuff on my floor is like clean laundry, and then stuff that I've worn but it's not dirty enough to wash yet, and then all my like dirty laundry is on the other side. But inconveniently, as you guys know, I can't do laundry in my apartment, so I gotta go next door and work on their schedule. So as usual, it's much later than I anticipated. It's about 2:45 and I'm just now gonna leave. If you haven't noticed, I've changed because I checked the weather, as you know you sometimes do. Hold on, I don't have hands to It is currently 68 degrees Fahrenheit in Guiyang. I have my hair up in this little, I don't know if you guys remember, but when I had really, really long hair, like down to my hip bones hair, I used to always rock like a side ponytail, like it was the early 90s, kind of 80s. And I don't know, I miss it. Like I don't know. So everything, of course, is too short. So I have a clip to keep everything in place. Can I just tell you guys that in the shopping center that I'm in, they're playing a Cantonese rendition of Last Christmas by either Wham or George Michael. So I didn't show you inside the store. If you've seen one grocery store, you've seen them all. So everything looks nice and pretty for Christmas. Inside they're playing like sickeningly sweet Christmas music. It's all just like children singing Chinese versions of like English, you know, Christmas songs, whatever. So went to Carrefour, H&M, and Uniqlo. H&M I got stuff for me, but Uniqlo I got some gifts to bring home. Not that I can't get them at home, but I'm gonna get home so close to Christmas that I'm not gonna like want to go to the mall. Yeah, so now I wasn't going to go to Walmart because I was like, oh, it's already kind of late. It's like after 6 already. I don't want to go to Walmart, but I forgot I wanted to go to Zara, which is on the way to Walmart. So if I'm going all the way there, I might as well just go to Walmart too. So I might do that. And I went to Starbucks. And I got, now I think I showed you in a different vlog, but they have like a new drink this year. It's like a, what is it, like a green tea, no, pomegranate green tea latte. I'm wondering if it's like an Asian exclusive one, or if when I get home, they'll have that as a holiday drink as well. So I'm interested to see. It was pretty good. I mean, I always like to see what's exclusive to like the region that I'm in. I'm very slowly making my way. I really want to find an ATM from my bank because I got a text. I forgot to tell you guys this morning. I got a text that was kind of along the lines of like, oh, you guys have your money now. So I think yesterday I like pushed the process along. So if that's the case, then that's good. If I have to do that every month, then, you know. I just went to the bank and the money is there. All it took was me threatening and saying, hey, like, you're not doing the right thing and I'm gonna do something about it. And suddenly the process that's very, very complicated became very, very simple. Oops. Didn't mean to, but it happened. Sometimes, oh, thought somebody stole my phone. I couldn't feel it in my pocket. But yeah, so this is what I'm working with right now. Do have to keep an eye on the time because honestly I don't even know what time it is right now and I don't want it to get too late. Okay, it's 7 o'clock, so if I can be out of Walmart in like, I mean I'm almost there. It'll probably take me another not even 10 minutes to get there. Like spend no more than 20 minutes in the store because I want to make sure I leave myself enough time not only to get to the bus, but I have a feeling that I'm gonna be feeling really lazy and just want to get Burger King instead of going home and making food. Because by the time I get home, it's gonna be late. So the better of the two options, rather than get home and cook late and do all that stuff, is just to eat unhealthy a little bit earlier. And that makes sense, right? Look at that giant cha-cha. He's so cute. I really wanted to walk along like the river here. It's so pretty, and like I wanted to show you guys last year, like I can go to the part that you could see from my hotel room when I was here, like when I would see all the people doing like Tai Chi and stuff. But I just feel like I always get in the city so late and it takes so long to get here. Like if it was a straight shot and there was no traffic, I'd be here in like 25 minutes, but of course, there's always traffic. I counted over 40-something people standing on the bus today. Everything's packed. I actually got off a couple of stops before I had intended because I already knew the area and I was like, I'm tired of being packed in like a sardine. I can walk there and be where I need to be in like 15 minutes. So I did that, you know, and it was comfortable that way. You guys will recognize this area. This is, see, I always want to come here in the day because there's a beautiful park. So there's one entrance to Walmart, but across the way is the, you know, the big statue of Mao. Over there is that big golden thing, pyramid looking thing. Can I just tell you that I'm literally descending into some crazy layer, some level of hell. You have to go down, I don't know, is this like 2 stories now? Through like a tiny little alleyway. And there's other entrances, but this is the one that I come to first, so I always go in. I was like, no, this is not the entrance, but it's the entrance to the parking garage, and Walmart is over there. Am I even pointing to the right thing? Yeah. Wait, something just dripped on my foot. Gross! I'm in. So, I find it really, and I know that this is like an American thing, I find it really disturbing when I'm in the butcher area. There are like entire carcasses of animals hanging there, and everything's still got the head on and stuff, and I'm just like, man, ooh, I was trying to look at that. So, at Burger King, I was so busy eating and making like little things on Boomerang that I forgot to talk to you guys. I'm just like not in that habit. Got Whopper Jr. They have like a spicy option here. I don't get that one. Got fries, got onion rings. Onion rings are one of my favorite things. Specifically, Burger King's onion rings. Like my favorite thing on the planet. I like to come to this Burger King because the bus is literally like right outside the door. I don't have to rush around after I eat. I can just go right out and it's there. Hey guys, so I am home. I have to go to bed soon because I have to get up way earlier than I want to on a Saturday. I just wanted to take a second to tell you guys what happened with, you know, I didn't have internet connection all day because I don't have data on my phone. If people text me like on WeChat, I don't get it until later. I came home and there was text from, I guess, the dean, I don't know, talking about like what I said yesterday, like with the scholarship. She's like, oh, I feel really bad, like that you said that, you know, whatever, like if you had a problem, why didn't you come to the office? I was like, we've been to the office and the girls there are super rude every time we're there asking about the money. And she's like, yeah, but like the procedures aren't the same in America as they are like in China. I was like, yeah, I understand that, but like there are still rules. That's how it is. You know, I'm sorry that the girls are rude. Like I apologize on their behalf and we'll be careful not to let it get, you know, late again. I'm just, I don't know what to tell you. I understand that, like, obviously things are different in China. They're different, you know, than they are in America. Obviously, I get that. There's a lot that I don't say anything about because there's cultural differences that I have no right to say anything or whatever. But when it comes to a fact of like, this is an institution. Obviously, it wasn't that hard to get the money because as soon as I said something, it was there first thing, you know, the next day. I don't know if I said it to you guys because I said it to my friend, but no, like if they get to use me, like when I had back in September to go to that like tea ceremony thing and they said, oh yeah, it's because you're white and you're American, we want you to go up front. They signed me up for this like pageant or whatever because I'm American and they thought that like, you know, I would for sure win, so they wanted it to look good for the school, so they just signed me up without my knowledge of it. And like there's been a bunch of things, like there was an emergency meeting that I had to go to that was literally me just standing there so they could see that an American was at the school. Like no, if you get to use me for being the only American here, then I get to throw that weight around as well, because that's not fair. Someone taking advantage of the fact that the students won't say anything. And then on top of that, they're rude about it. They're like unapologetic. Although she did, you know, like I said, apologize. I don't know. I feel like this is a huge problem in China. Like this is, you know, it goes back to that, oh, well, it's close enough mentality. That's why, you know, I have giant gaping holes in my walls. That's why my washing machine can't be used. That's why half of my plugs don't work. No one does anything about it. No one says anything, so nothing is changed. You know, if someone's being taken advantage of, or if someone is just getting away with murder at this point, they're just expecting that they can do it because, like, culturally, no one is really supposed to say anything. That is true on so many levels. Like, And one that like rings personally really true with me is like my mental health doesn't exist here. And even my Chinese friends back home, like when I would say that I was on medication and stuff for my anxiety, they're like, oh, that's because, you know, you're an American and you're bored, so you have free time to be nervous about things. But people in China always have something on their mind, so they're always preoccupied with it and they don't have time to have worries about things. I was like, that's not how it works though. That's not gonna fix my brain chemistry, and it's not gonna make me, you know, suddenly not have a care in the world. Like, it doesn't work like that, but a lot of people think that. Or when people know that I'm on medication, they're like, no, don't do that. Just like get out and you need to exercise more. You just need to keep yourself busy, which I would hear at home too. I mean, it's just the same mentality. It's just like, it runs so deep here. That kind of a thing, since it's not something you talk about, try and tell my professors about it. They would like make a face and they'd be like, why? You're doing well in school. You have nothing to be nervous about. I was like, well, there's more to life than school, first of all. And it's not just being like nervous about something. Like, that they don't understand like what it actually is. Again, in the office, like all of them, when I wanted to go home and they couldn't find my passport, they couldn't find my, and I say find like this because they didn't want me to go, because I'm like the token, you know, and they didn't want me to go, so they couldn't find my stuff. They're like, oh, you're sick, but can't you just see a doctor here? Can't you just get over it? And then they pissed me off with that when I didn't go home, and they're like, oh, we had to take you out of the pageant. And I was wearing sandals, and they're like, if you're so sick, you can't wear stuff like that. I was like, I'm not physically sick. I'm mentally ill. It's not the same thing. They don't get it, and I don't understand, like, in this day and age, in a country with more than 1 billion people, why is it so far behind? In some ways, China is so advanced, and in other ways, I'm like, it's like the Stone Ages, and this is just the life that I've chosen for myself, and I have to accept it. I'm gonna go ahead and start to get ready for bed. This little guy over here is doing weird, like, kitty yoga. Are you ready for bed? You wanna go to bed? Yeah, it's gonna be fun. What are you doing, tiny guy? Bye, guys. Good night. Alright guys, thanks for watching that video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, all that fun stuff. Follow me on social media, do whatever you need to do. And if you're interested, here's a clip of my last video. So before I get into the video, you'll probably notice something if you watch my videos for